Hi everybody, today we're going to be painting some apples and looking at the shapes of apples and the colors. Let's take a look at some of my favorite apples. These are called Honey Crisp apples and they have a very unique coloring. They're red, they're yellowish green, kind of splotchy. They've got some interesting, almost striping in a way that kind of comes up over the apple. Let's take a look at one or two more. Yeah, we've got these interesting sort of textures, like light, darker red over like a lighter red. So this can be really interesting when it comes time to paint. This one here has a big spot where it hasn't really ripened all the way yet. Now, this is the inside of an apple. What do you think these little spots are here? These are actually the apple seeds, and this is how the apple would reproduce itself to grow another apple tree. One art project that's really fun is to cut an apple in half and dip it in paint and make prints with it. But we don't have that kind of paint sent home for you guys today. So instead we're going to use the watercolors that you guys have. All right, now what kind of shape would you say this apple was? If you had to choose a geometric shape, a triangle? Not really. A rectangle? No. Anyone else have any other guesses? If we had to guess a geometric shape, circle, square, diamond, rhombus, rectangle, parallelogram. How about a circle? That's right. They're very close to a circle. They're close to a circle, but it's almost like they kind of bump out at the top a little more than a circle. Or sometimes you'll see them kind of come in at the bottom more, like more than a circle would. So let's take a look at the shape of an apple. Maybe you have an apple at your house that you could look at. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to draw 3 apples. Apples also come in different colors. You saw the colors here of my Honey Crisps. They come in yellow. You could get a Golden Delicious. They come in a light green. You could get a Granny Smith. They come in darker reds. You could get a Red Delicious. All sorts of apples, different colors and different shapes. Okay, so to draw this apple, I'm going to go ahead and just try to draw a circle. Now, it's okay if it's not a perfect circle. Is this apple a perfect circle? No, it's not even really a circle, but we're just trying to simplify. And that's an easy way to break down drawing into easier steps, is when you simplify it into a shape that you already know. So I'm going to take my circle, and again, you can always do your ghost drawing first with your fingers so you know what direction your pencil is going to be going in and get used to that gesture of going in a circle. And I might even come through and make that bump that I saw, this big bump from the side. Let's look at that again. Kind of comes up a little bit over there. So I made a shape that looks similar. And I'm going to go ahead and make another one. So I could take a different apple to look at, or I could just make them up. You don't have to look at an apple, although it's always better to draw from real life. That's how you learn to be better artists, boys and girls. So I'm going to go ahead over here. I'm going to draw another circle. Okay, great. Does it have to be perfect? No. And one more circle over here. I'm gonna make the top of mine kind of like a heart. Like almost like it's a heart shape. Let me draw that a little darker so you can see. Almost like a heart shape on top. Like I'm gonna come and do a heart, but then I just come and almost do a heart shape on the bottom. So that's a typical apple shape you might see, like a Red Delicious. And then we're gonna need that part that goes to the tree, this stem here. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw a stem. And if I had to guess the shape of a stem, if it had to be a shape in nature, it would maybe be more kind of like a rectangle. It's a little bit like a rectangle. Let's draw a basic rectangle on that one. And let's draw kind of a curved rectangle over here. Okay, so we've got some stems. And I'm even going to say, for color mixing purposes, I'm going to draw some leaves. I'm going to kind of draw them sort of in kind of an oval with a point at the end sort of shape. Maybe I'm going to make one of them only have one stem. Okay, so,